Hi, I'm glad you could join me again today. In this episode, I'm going to rank Phase 2 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So we already ranked the first 6 movies from Phase 1 from the Marvel movies, and in this episode we continue with Phase 2. And like I said in the last Marvel episode, it's not about ranking them from worst to best. It's more like ranking them from which one is slightly more awesome than the other, because I personally think all the Marvel movies so far are almost equally good. I really enjoy them and like them. So yeah, so that you know. So here we go. Let's rank Marvel Cinematic Universe Phase 2. On our last slot is Iron Man 3 from 2013. I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10. And I think it's a great movie, but it's not as good as Iron Man 1 and 2, which I gave both a 9 out of 10. What I like about Iron Man 3 is that we dive in a bit deeper into the character of Tony Stark. He has to deal with anxiety and panic attacks caused what happened at the end of Avengers, the first Avengers movie. He has to work on that, PTSD and all that stuff. So it's really awesome. At the beginning, something really great is happening and sends him like off of his comfort zone or out of his comfort zone. And he meets this small little kid and he helps him to kind of carry the story. That's what I really like. I like Pepper Potts in this movie. She has some awesome scenes. We see her in action as well. That's pretty cool. I like the overall atmosphere. What I kind of don't like so much is the Mandarin. I think Guy Pearce and Ben Kingsley, they did a great job. But there's kind of this twist with the Mandarin in the movie, which I don't like so much. It's not bad, but it kind of feels a little bit off. And yeah, I think they could have done a little bit better. But still, I think it's a great movie with great action. And again, it goes a bit deeper into the character of Tony Stark. We see lots of Pepper Potts and a little bit more of Happy, the character. And also, I think it's a great ending of a trilogy and sets off the character really good. So Iron Man 3 is on our last spot. Next one is Captain America, the Winter Soldier from 2014. I give this one a 9 out of 10. And I think the Captain America movies are getting better with each sequel. I gave the first Captain America movie an 8 out of 10. The second, the Winter Soldier, gets a 9 out of 10. We get a bit deeper into S.H.I.E.L.D., Nick Fury, and Black Widow, all these characters. We get introduced to a new character, which I absolutely love. It's Falcon. Such a great introduction. Cool chemistry between the characters. And yeah, we have like a really big epic finale with lots of action. I also think that the Captain America movies are like really action-packed. They are the most action-packed movies out of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, in my opinion. It really feels like you're watching a classic action movie. It's really thrilling, entertaining, and it has also humorous moments, but not as much as like Thor, for instance, or AntMan or other movies. But really great movie. I really like it. Let's go to the next one. It's the Avengers Age of Ultron from 2015. It's the second Avengers movie. I think it's a great movie. I give it a 9 out of 10. It is not as good as the first Avengers movie. I mean, Loki as the villain and all the heroes coming together. This epic finale was just a great, almost perfect movie. Age of Ultron is a great movie. I really enjoyed it as well. It has a darker tone. It has lots of awesome scenes, like the introduction of Ultron is one of my favorites. The Avengers basically have an after party in their headquarters, and then comes a really scary scene where Ultron gets introduced. I really love that. I also like the fight of Hulk and Iron Man in Wakanda. Such a great, epic, action-packed fight. We see the Hulkbuster suit from Iron Man. It's such a cool scene. I really love that. And yeah, also, I think we get introduced into new characters like some X-Men. We have Scarlet Witch. We have Quicksilver. Great addition. I really like them. We get introduced to Vision, which is amazing. Such an awesome character. And the way they are doing this is just outstanding. I really like it. We get introduced to a new Infinity Stone, which is awesome, the Yellow Stone. And yeah, I don't want to give too much away. I like the ending as well. It's epic, lots of action again. We get to see Hawkeye in action, which is always a delight and always awesome to see. Yeah, just a great, awesome movie. I like Avengers, The Age of Ultron. Again, it's not as good as the first one, but it's pretty awesome. Next up is Thor, The Dark World, which is the second Thor movie from 2013. I'll give this one a 9 out of 10. It's the same with the Captain America movies, I think. Each Thor sequel gets better. than its predecessor. So with each sequel, the series gets better, and I really like Thor 2. We have the introduction of alien races again, like the Dark Elves. We see the past of the Asgardians, which is awesome. We get introduced to the second Infinity Stone, which is the Red Stone. Natalie Portman plays a bigger role in this movie. Again, the comedy, the humor is just off the chart in that movie. I love the humor in the Thor movies. It's so hilarious. And as always, great action. And normally, if you see me in private, if you talk to me in private, I'm not a big fan of CGI. I think the way they use CGI in the last 20 plus years is always something that I don't enjoy so much, except with animated only movies like the Pixar movies or the Disney movies, and as well as the Marvel Cinematic Universe, because the way I see it is comic books is an art form, and they create images like backgrounds and characters with paint and with drawing, and the same is happening here in the Marvel movies. They do a great job painting backgrounds, characters with CGI, and it really fits. Normally, live action movies with too much CGI is something I don't enjoy, but in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I really enjoy it. I think it fits perfect. It's really entertaining. And Thor: The Dark World has amazing animations, awesome story. I really liked it. It's a bit darker. I like the bad guy, the villain in the movie, and we get to see everything builds up on top of each other, and that's something that I like about the Marvel Universe, not to give away too much. So, which are the two best movies of the Marvel Cinematic Universe? These are kind of a tie, but if I would have to rank them, I would say the next one is Ant-Man from 2015. I'll give this a 9.5 out of 10. This movie is amazing. I didn't know anything about Ant-Man before watching this movie. I didn't even know that this superhero exists. Paul Rudd is portraying Ant-Man. He's such an awesome actor. I love him. He's doing a great job. The humor, again, is just off the chart. The Thor and the Ant-Man movies are the most hilarious movies ever. I think Paul Rudd and Edgar Wright both were involved into the creative process of Ant-Man. I think they wrote the screenplay, and you really feel and can see that there's like this Edgar Wright style going on in this movie. Michael Douglas is in that movie. He's amazing. I mean, we're talking about Michael Douglas here. At the beginning, we see Michael Douglas in a younger form from the 80s, and he really looks like 80s Michael Douglas. They're doing, again, such a great job with the CGI. The story is amazing. It's just the introduction of Ant-Man. It's really well done, and it's nothing big like Age of Ultron or other movies where we see an Infinity Stone popping up or something like that. It's just more a bit of a smaller scaled movie, but again, it focuses on introducing us to Ant-Man, which is amazing. We have so many supporting characters that are doing a great job. The villain is great. The humor, again, I can't stretch it enough, is awesome. And one supporting character really is not carrying the movie, but he has so many awesome lines, so many cool scenes in that movie. And yeah, Ant-Man is such a great, one of my favorite Marvel movies, I would say. And Ant-Man is taking place too. Let's go to the best one, which is Guardians of the Galaxy from 2014. I give this a 9.5 out of 10 as well. This is my favorite Marvel movie from Phase 2. We got introduced to new characters. They're doing a great job showing us these new characters, showing us how they build a team, how they come together and create a team. Everything makes sense. It's exciting. It goes into space and beyond. We see aliens. We see a prison planet. We have, again, awesome humor, great cinematography, a great story. We get introduced into the third Infinity Stone, the Purple Stone, and without giving away the story, it's just amazing. We have amazing actors. We have John C. Reilly. We have Glenn Close. We have Chris Pratt, the list goes on and on. We have Batista, Vin Diesel, and again, it's so many awesome actors going into costumes, being aliens and superheroes and villains, and it's just so much fun. It's colorful, it's action-packed, it has a romance story in there a little bit, it has a great backstory with Star-Lord's mother at the beginning. And again, everything builds up on top of each other, and at the end, everything makes sense and is so important, is so dramatic in the end, and gives each and every single Marvel movie gives the whole thing, the whole first saga, the Thanos saga, gives it so much weight. And one thing that I just reminded was Ant-Man is such an important movie because I think we have this bigger scale. They go out into the universe and go into the cosmos, and you see other planets and races and whatnot. But Ant-Man does exactly the opposite. It goes into microcosmos, into the quantum space and whatnot. And this makes the Marvel movies so layered. You have so many layers, different kind of layers, and Ant-Man is such an important movie. It feels to be like a small movie, but it is such an important movie in the cinematic universe because, again, it gives the whole thing, the whole saga, lots of different kind of layers. So that's it. This is my ranking list of the Marvel Cinematic Universe Phase 2. Again, I have a blast rewatching them, and I can't wait to rank the Phase 3 movies. Currently, I'm watching them with my wife some for the third, some for the fourth time even now. And yeah, I can't wait to rank these. After that, I will do a top 10 Marvel movies list, because the first 3 phases are the Thanos saga, and after that we have more or less have a cut. So after I rank the 3 phases, I will do a top 10 Marvel Cinematic Universe episode. And yeah, beyond that is Phase 4, which just started. I have a blast watching that as well. I can't wait to find out who the big villain is. Maybe it's, I don't know, Galactus? That would be cool. So yeah, anyways, thank you so much for watching. I see you in the next episode. Take care. Bye bye.